So Tesla unveiled the new Cybertruck in Hawthorne, California at the Tesla Design Studio. Elon Musk was surrounded by a lot of Tesla fans, the media, YouTubers. They were all there attending the event. And everybody was looking forward to see the trucks. Um, and some people were disappointed with the design of the truck, and some people loved it. They thought it was futuristic, like from 2030 or 2040. And if you go back a little bit before the unveil, Elon Musk talked about the design, and he said he asked his designers to think about if you were to design a truck from scratch. If you have no prior experience, you just want to build the truck that you like, how would it be? And he said, usually what people think is, let me design the truck in a way where, like, I may think, somebody will like it. And he was against that idea because he said, well, you don't know what people like. And eventually, if you design it that way and they didn't like it, it's not going to work. So the way it's supposed to be, from Elon's perspective, is to design it the way how you want the truck to be. If you were to drive it, if you were to have it, what would you like that truck to be? So that was the whole concept of the new design of the Tesla Cybertruck. And Franz was in charge of this because he's the one who's been designing all Tesla vehicles so far. And in the Lightning podcast, he spoke about how he used to work for Mazda, and he used to do a lot of concept cars, and most of the time those concept cars basically die. Like nobody gets to build them, they don't see the light of the day. All of the designers are excited about it, the public, they're excited about it, but at the end of the day, the company decides that, it's not going to happen. It's just too radical. And when he joined Tesla, he had the freedom to design things the way he wanted them to be, and the Tesla was, like, I would say, the epitome of this. And that's why Elon spoke about the design of the truck prior to the event, saying, like, it's so radical, so either you're going to like it or you're going to hate it. And he wouldn't care if you decide not to buy it. It's just like he thinks it's cool, and he would just design it that way no matter what. So from Elon's perspective, this is the rationale for the design of the Cybertruck. And some people were saying that this looks more like an armored vehicle, and it looks like a Batmobile or a Blade Runner vehicle. And actually, initially, I thought the design is a bit awkward, but after a while, I thought it's really cool, Most people who saw the car initially, or the truck initially, they thought it's like, oh, what is that? Like, this is so different, But after spending an hour with the design, they thought, it looks cool, it looks really nice. And if you go to the Tesla website and look at the pictures and the video that Tesla posted, it looks really nice. Like, it kind of grew on me since the moment I saw it till today, where I think, it's an awesome design, but then you need some time to basically let that design sink inside and go from there. So that's about the design. Elon Musk wanted the design, or the basically the framework of the truck, to be made of an exoskeleton. So all the framework has to be on the outside rather than a body on a frame, which is how most vehicles are designed. And that took a lot of engineering effort to make it happen. So he designed it out of a stainless steel, and he said this is the same design or material that SpaceX would use for their spaceship, rocket. And it's kind of nice to see this interaction between SpaceX and Tesla, where some of the SpaceX stuff making it to Tesla. He talked about, like, how in 100 years the design has never changed for all those trucks. They were basically just small changes over and over again, and now Tesla is basically redesigning the truck. Kind of reminds me of how Apple reinvented the iPhone, and Tesla is reinventing the truck, and that's awesome, guys. I applaud Tesla for doing this, for daring and stepping outside and saying, you know what, we're gonna make it happen. And this is how Tesla works from the beginning. They kind of like to challenge themselves and challenge the other auto companies. That's about the design. Feature-wise, the car was amazing. They did like a test where they hit it with a hammer just to prove that how hard the shell from the outside is. And they said that the color will come in matte black beside the silver color. And in terms of performance, the car will come in 3 modes. One with a single motor, the other one with dual motor, and the third one with a plaid mode or 3 motors. And price-wise, it's unbelievable. Like, it starts at $39,000 for the lower one, and then you have another one at I think $59,000 with the dual motor, and then the high-end one with $59,000 or $69,000. So the price is unbelievable. The higher-end one comes with 500 plus miles of range, 14,000 pounds towing capacity, and 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. So a couple things about the truck. Number one, you can get it in performance and long range, and it's amazing. I mean, if you think about this massive thing made of stainless steel, can accelerate faster than a Porsche from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. This is unheard of. This is like something new. Like, this is unbelievable. It will be really hard for other truck companies to compete with Tesla on this. Not only that, but think about the price. I mean, the lowest one is $39,000. Like, it's like the Model 3 long range, So it's amazing. Like, I keep thinking about it, like, this is the best thing ever happened to trucks. And the rationale for making the truck is Elon's vision to transform the world into sustainable energy. And because there's a lot of truck sales in the United States, especially the Ford F-150, Tesla want to basically step in and switch trucks to be electric, and that's amazing. That's really cool. And other things that they demoed is the capacity to have options. So Elon said the car will come with an air compressor, and it's gonna have a power generator, 110 volt and 220 volts as well. So you can use it to power your devices in case you lost power. The air compressor basically works from the air suspension. The car will have 16-inch clearance from the adaptive air suspension, and it can lower itself down depending on the weight that the truck is carrying. It's all aerodynamics, so that's an important thing that Tesla is working on. So if you look at the wheels, they're all sealed, like there's nothing where the air can go through. The back of the truck is sliding, back, which is nice. And then the tailgate, you can unfold it all the way down, where you can actually move an ATV on top of the truck. So that was really cool. So it makes loading things on the truck a lot easier. And Elon said that the ATV will be an option for truck owners, and it will be first served to truck owners, and maybe later other people will buy it. So now we have also electric ATVs that the media didn't talk about. Speaking about the media went hard on Tesla after the event, and I'm not surprised. There's a lot of hate for Tesla, and a lot of financial interest in shorting the Tesla stocks. So they look for anything bad in the presentation to basically go against Tesla and make it look really like the worst thing on earth. And it's kind of sad because you're talking about this American company hiring American engineers, designers, workers, and then America is fighting them. It's sad. It's really sad. But hey, there's a lot of Tesla fans out there and a lot of support outside the United States for Tesla, and YouTubers who like to support Tesla. So um, I'm glad Tesla is really trying to keep pushing and pushing, and the truck is phenomenal. I wish Elon spoke about the interior design of the truck, but he never did that. And usually there is a Q and answer session at the end. That didn't happen either. So we were left to the YouTubers to basically do the test ride and provide us of an extra view from inside the truck. So as far as I know, looking at Elon's tweets and following up with the YouTube videos, we know for sure that the door handles of the truck pop out like the Model S, so it's a self-presenting handle. I'm not sure how would that work. I hope they fixed the mechanism for that. There are no side mirrors. So similar to the Tesla Roadster, the truck doesn't have side mirrors. And there is now a theme, If you think about the steering wheel of the truck, it looks like the Tesla Roadster. So the truck was a prototype. It basically let us have an insight into what Tesla is doing in terms of design, software, and hardware. So a couple things. There are no side mirrors, as I said. The steering wheel is now similar to the Roadster, which makes you think, is the Model S and X Refresh will have a similar steering wheel? Also, there's a center display, horizontally laid or landscape 17-inch, similar to the Model 3. So again, are we going to have something similar for the S and X Refresh? Maybe, because I think Tesla is trying to unify how things are in their cars. Another thing that we didn't see is how the air vents are designed. So everything was in white, so we couldn't see what's going on. We couldn't see if there is a gear shifter, but it looks like it's not there. I mean, I didn't see it, but maybe it's behind the steering wheel. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe they made it as a push button, And there is no center console, so I don't know where you can put your coffee cups. And it looks like the seats on the inside are designed 3 plus 3. So the truck can seat 6 people, which is nice. So it gives you that extra capacity to carry people around, There is no rear view mirror. It's basically a screen, and the camera on the back of the truck basically records and send the video to be displayed in the center. So are we going to have something similar with the Roadster? Hard to tell. The software was the most amazing part. So number one, it looks very different from the software on my Model S. The maps are in 3D, so Tesla is working on a new maps for navigation. So no, it's a 3D based. We don't have it right now. I don't know when Tesla will release it, but it's there. The user interface has changed. It looks more like Cyber, and all the buttons are laid on the left side of the screen, which is something that the Model S owners always wanted. So it's easier for the driver to basically access all the buttons. The glass incident, the shattered glass incident, people were saying because they hit the door so hard, it kind of shifted the window, and that would have led to maybe less support for the window when the ball was thrown on the glass and then the glass shattered. Elon Musk showed a video on his Twitter where they did the same experiment just before the event, and it worked. The glass didn't shatter. So sometimes things don't go as expected. This is a live event. Google say that. Apple had that issue before, and Tesla is not an exception, But the good thing is that, Elon took it with a positive spirit. He said, room for improvement. And this is how Elon's think. He always think in a positive way. If something bad happens, maybe it's an opportunity to do something better. And some people commented about how Elon spoke on the stage and that he's not a good presenter, he stutters and things like that. But people believe in Elon. They want to see Elon on the stage. Maybe they don't care much about how Elon speaks, but they like to see him. He's an inspirational figure. I love to see him on the stage, And we kind of got used to the way he talks from SpaceX events and previous Tesla events. And we also saw that the range, of the truck for 500 miles or plus. So we know that the Roadster is 600. The truck is going to be in 500. So I'm expecting that we're going to have a longer range for Tesla vehicles moving forward. I'm really looking forward to the Tesla battery and powertrain day, which Elon said it's going to come in spring of next year. Maybe February, maybe March, we don't know. But similar to the autonomous investor day that they did this year, Tesla's going to have one next year where they talk about their latest innovation and research results when it comes to battery production. The price of the truck being so low makes you think that Tesla finally is going to have a really lower cost for battery production, which is good news. So all these things, nobody spoke about it in the media, which is unfortunate, because this is like the thing that people really care about, and so the battery cost should come down. We know for sure that the truck will be coming at the end of 2021, and the tri-motor one, or the performance one, will be coming in 2022. So there is a long period of time where Tesla is going to change things. But Tesla opened up the reservation for holders. You have to deposit $100. And just like an hour ago, Elon tweeted that the final figure was about 200,000 reservation. So that's a lot of people who reserved in the last 3 days. So it's incredible, And based on the comments I read on YouTube, and a lot of people were having mixed emotions about the design. Some people say it's amazing, it looks from the future. And to be honest with you, if you look at the videos from the website, it looks like something from the future. Elon also said that there's going to be an option where the roof of the back of the truck will be powered by solar panels, or covered by solar panels, which can generate a little bit of electricity for those who want to buy that option. So it's going to be optional. Also, the roof is all glass, so it looks really nice. Elon also tweeted just before the presentation that the Tesla Cybertruck will have a pressurized edition, and it will be the official vehicle for Mars. And that's really awesome, So I guess part of the design of that truck was that it was meant to be used on Mars. SpaceX needs a vehicle to be used on Mars to carry things around and carry people, and Mars has a rough atmosphere. Everything is sand, gravel and rocks. So they need something that can withstand all this abuse. So the truck will be basically perfect for that Mars environment. I wish Tesla spoke a little bit more about the headlight, because they look really cool and unique. But no, we're gonna wait. So pretty much that was a summary of how I feel about the truck. I'm super excited about it. I think it's gonna generate a lot of buzz, and it will make it really hard for other companies. Like Ford, for example, they make the F-150, which is the best selling truck in the United States. And Tesla demoed a video where basically the Cybertruck did a tug of war and took like the F-150 all the way uphill, So it was an awesome event. I hope Tesla would post the video online for the stream of the event to see it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and take care.